Ariana Grande and Selena Gomez have a lot in common. Both started out as child stars on shows and then broke into the music industry. Despite their similarities, people still love to pit them against each other. As of now, Selena Gomez seems to be at the top of the food chain. She has multi-million-dollar endorsements, a world record-breaking number of followers, and a lot of awards under her belt. But Ariana is quickly closing in on Selena, and she can easily outnumber Selena in terms of musical achievements because of how hard she works. Is Ariana taking the top spot once and for all? Find out if she'll dethrone Selena in the video below. Follow The Trendy for more videos. Instagram followers. One of the main reasons why Selena Gomez is considered to be at the top is because of how many people follow her on Instagram. A combination of Selena's good looks, aesthetically pleasing photos, and her fame led to garner a ton of Instagram followers. She's an undisputed queen of Instagram, holding the title for the most followers on the app from 2016 to 2018. In 2017, Selena was the first Instagram user ever to reach 100 million followers. Her birthday photo posted in July 2018 and also was record-breaking, getting 1 million likes in just 13 minutes. But Ariana Grande has always been close on Selena's heels when it comes to IG followers. In 2017, Selena held the title for most followers with a solid 130 million Instagram followers. Ariana was in second place with 115 million. As of now, Selena's got 146 million followers, not a huge jump from 2 years ago. The growth is even slower when compared to Ariana's follower count.
Ariana just hit 146 million followers on Instagram, already beating out Selena by just a couple of thousand followers. Ariana has officially dethroned Selena in this aspect.
Instagram feed aesthetic. Many of us are on Instagram just for pretty pictures. Admit it, we're also there to get a closer look at our favorite celebs. How an Instagram feed looks really depends on the personality of the star. Selena's Instagram feed is a portal into her life as a celebrity and pop star. She often posts selfies of her on set of an upcoming music video and of behind-the-scenes pics of photo shoots. Her feed features her sexy model-esque side as well as her quirky and fun side. It's a feed that both flaunts and humanizes Selena, making it very appealing for different kinds of fans. Ariana, on the other hand, is using her Instagram feed to really build her brand. All of her photos, whether selfies or promotions for her music, have the same treatment. They all have a soft fade to them, and they're all either black and white or pink. Ariana's feed represents who she is and what she likes in a unique way. Scrolling through her feed is like flipping through the pages of an art house catalog or a high-fashion magazine. It's so in tune with current trends that it can easily knock off Selena's feed in terms of aesthetics. Top of the chart. Selena's churned out many songs ever since her music began. 7 of her songs hit top 10 on Billboard's Hot 100 chart, the first time being Come and Get It in 2013. Despite getting mixed reviews and only selling over 400,000 copies in the US, Selena's first album, Stars Dance, debuted at #1 in the Billboard 200. Her second album, Revival, was released in 2015 and also hit #1 on the same chart. In June 2018, Billboard announced that Selena holds the record for the longest active run of any artist. Her lead single, Back to You, was her 20th song to hit Billboard's top 40. According to the publication, it's now the longest winning streak in history. Granted, her song was 38th on the list, and many other artists have more top 40 hits than her that also do better on the charts. But these artists, many of them, are huge names in the music industry and have broken their runs with a song or two that didn't reach top 40. Selena's streak lives on. Ariana's move to fight off Selena in this round is to go for quality over quantity. With the recent release of her new album, Ariana's bringing out the big guns. Sorry Selena, but Ariana just broke a record that was previously held by the Beatles, and Thank You Next took the first, second, and third spots simultaneously on the Hot 100 chart. 11 of Ari's songs made it to the top 40 at the same time, breaking another record as a female artist. Out of Ariana's 5 studio albums, 4 of them hit #1 in the US. Her album Dangerous Woman was close behind, debuting at #2 in the US and #1 in the UK. Oh, and she just won a Grammy for her album Sweetener, after being nominated 6 times. It's safe to say that Ariana dominates the charts. Better voice. You'd think that being a successful singer, you'd have to know how to sing. But with the emergence of various music styles and the need to sound unique, many can get away with just barely singing. The Guardian talked about whisper pop back in 2017 and used Selena as a major example. Her songs Good For You and Bad Liar were just full of Selena whispering and the lyrics instead of really singing them. It sounded good for many, but it's nothing compared to Ariana's vocal chops. Many compare Ariana to the young and modern version of Mariah Carey. While Mariah was capable of a lot more vocal trills and tricks, Ariana is a pretty strong competitor. Ariana has 4-octave vocal range, allowing her to nail those impressive high notes without losing her breath. She can easily hit complex melismas, and she's well in the rankings of Sia when it comes down to belting. Ariana wins this hands down. SNL Host. Saturday Night Live is one of the most popular and longest-running shows in America. This show gets only the biggest and most famous names to star in their hilarious comedy sketches. Actors like Alec Baldwin and even Betty White have guested on SNL. Being included in this list of SNL hosts is a prestigious achievement that many can only dream of. Selena was a memorable guest on SNL, performing her hit song Hands to Myself on a bed on stage. Being a musical guest of SNL is a great achievement in itself. Seeing as Selena is more of a singer now than an actress, it makes sense that she comes on as a performer. But is it enough to stay on top? Ariana is also known more for her singing prowess than her acting skills. In 2014, Ariana performed in SNL as a musical guest. Then just 2 years later, she was asked to host the show. It was during this episode that we got a taste of Ariana's impeccable impressions of other stars. Sorry, Selena, but we're gonna have to give this to Ariana. Acting. Selena started her television reign early. She starred on the popular kids show Barney and Friends before moving on to Disney's Wizards of Waverly Place. From just being part of a cast with other children to being the lead role in a TV series is a huge achievement. The series culminated a straight-to-TV movie, but it wasn't the end for Selena. If anything, her Disney days launched her into stardom. Not all of her movies are amazingly well-done films, but it's a feat to have at least 27 roles to your name. Ariana may not have been just a kid when she started her entertainment career. She was 14 years old when she joined the cast of Broadway musical 13. At just 16 years old, Ariana bagged the role of Cat Valentine in Victorious. Since then, Ariana's really just focused on her music career. But she recently posted Instagram videos of her and gal pal Elizabeth Gillies belting out to Rent's Take Me or Leave Me. Could Ariana be making her way back into Broadway? Seeing as Ari is a total triple threat, with singing, acting, and dancing skills under her belt, she can totally beat out Selena in this department. Made an album in 2 weeks with no features. Making music is always fun when it's a collaboration among artists who just get each other. Selena, who originally debuted as Selena Gomez in the Scene, is no stranger to features. She's worked with big names like Marshmello, A$AP Rocky, and Zedd. Her songs with these artists, like many of her other songs with features, have landed her top spots in the charts too. But many think that that's because they're collaborations. They're not 100% Selena's achievements. For them, it's more impressive to be successful on an album or a song that was completely your own. Enter Ariana, whose 5th studio album is a testament to that. It took Ariana just 2 weeks to finish Thank You Next, and it had no features. The album received universal acclaim according to Metacritic, and was well loved by other music critics. The album was a bold change from Ariana's usual pop hits, but it worked. It showed how Ariana grew technique-wise and emotionally. We've yet to see Thank You Next win any awards, but it's already a success. Child star beginnings. Many believe that if you want to make it big in Hollywood, you have to start small. In other words, you want to start young. How are Ariana and Selena since their child star beginnings? Selena's had a couple of bumps along the road since she became a Disney star. Like with most Disney veterans, it's hard for them to shake off the wholesome image for something more grown up. It usually ends up being over the top or just plain strange. Remember when Miley pulled weird stunts while on stage with Robin Thicke? We're sorry you have to recall that. But with Selena, most of her quote-unquote wild moments are when she was in an on-again, off-again relationship with Justin Bieber. Other than that, Selena isn't as problematic as Wendy Williams claims. Her rehab stints in recent years were to treat her mental health issues, which were triggered by mostly her lupus. Ariana didn't spend most of her formative years in front of a camera. Her career began when she was 14 years old, and she started with musical theater, which may be the reason why she's faring better than most former child stars. Then again, Ariana's had her moments too. We all know about her rocky dating history and her infamous donut-licking stunt in 2015. But is almost marrying Pete Davidson the worst you can do as a former child star? Probably not, since it didn't push through anyway. We'd like to think that Ariana is one of the more composed in the bunch. Selena is working hard through her mental health problems, so we'll call this one a tie. Savage moments on Twitter. Selena is not that active on her Twitter account unless it's to promote her new music. It seems that she hasn't really been voicing out her opinions on the site ever since she got a ton of backlash in 2016. In the middle of the Taylor Swift, Kim K, and Kanye feud, Selena asked Twitter, why can't we use their voice for more important things? A user replied, asking why she and Taylor haven't said anything about Black Lives Matter. Selena, in a now-deleted tweet, said that the hashtag doesn't equate to saving lives, and that she doesn't care about sides. Many canceled Selena after that, so we see why her Twitter is all retweets. Ariana, on the other hand, is very active on her Twitter account, and judging by the way that the tweets are written, it's really Ariana behind her account. It doesn't look like Ariana is deleting her Twitter anytime soon. In fact, she could be the website's undisputed queen. Even her whole Thank You Next movement was formed because of a tweet. When Pete Davidson mocked their short-lived engagement on SNL, Ariana was not amused. She tweeted, for someone who claims to hate relevancy, you, sick, sure love clinging to it, huh? This was quickly followed by a short but sweet tweet that led to a revolution. Thank You Next. The original tweets are now gone, but we have a whole album dedicated to the moment. Thank you, Ari. Philanthropy. Selena's been through a lot mentally and physically since her lupus diagnosis, but being a star didn't stop her from reaching out to others who may be going through the same disease. She was honored as Billboard's Woman of the Year in 2017, and it caused a lot of anger in Ariana Grande's fandom. But according to Billboard, they were choosing Selena for being an inspiration to many women, and for raising over $500,000 for the Lupus Research Alliance. Arianators quickly rebutted Selena's achievements. They mentioned the fact that Ariana organized a huge benefit concert for the victims and those affected by the attack at her Manchester concert in 2017. The One Love Manchester concert raised over $3 million for the victims and their families. We think both women deserve to be on top for their work towards helping those in need. What do you think? Is a competition between Ariana and Selena even necessary at this point? We recognize talent when we see it, but we love both girls all the same. Leave us your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to The Trendy for more. Thanks for watching!